The 90s were an exciting time for gamers. We were getting 3D graphics, CD-ROMs, full motion video, and then this happened.
Run, Jane, run!
This is Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, a so-called interactive romantic comedy released in 1993 for the 3DO, also known as the worst video game ever made.
Were you raised in a barn?
And guess what? It recently got a remaster.
Oh, God.
And my morbid curiosity said, let's do this. So today we're playing it on the PS5. And yes, I spent actual adult money on this. Before we dive in though, I have to prepare you, because this doesn't resemble a video game in the traditional sense. Honestly, calling it interactive is a stretch. Think of it more as a compliance PowerPoint presentation that the HR department sends you every now and then.
Gorgeous tie. From your mother?
Combined with voiceovers that sound like they were recorded in someone's basement. Except apparently it was a parking lot, which raises even more questions. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Ellonely gamer and we like to have a good laugh here on the channel with some really crazy games. So if you're into that, consider sticking around by hitting the subscribe button like you're swatting off a fly that's been disrespecting your entire family line. Now let's dive in. If you've been on the channel for a while, you already know I enjoy bad video games. I don't just play them, I kinda like collect them like Pokemon, but instead of evolving, they somehow keep getting worse. So when this one popped up, I knew I had to try it. But let me tell you, I was not ready for just how bad this is. It's a simple boy meets girl story that somehow turns into the most wildly outdated, cringy, and misogynistic things I've seen in a long time. So you might be asking yourself, why are you even making this video? Well, where's the fun in suffering alone? Misery loves company, so congratulations, you're coming with me. But here's the twist, the remaster seems surprisingly self-aware. It actually starts off with the team discussing why this game was brought back and how these scenarios should not be replicated by actual humans in the actual world. And honestly, good call. The game starts off with Jane, one of our protagonists, who wants us to...
Put your big muscular arm around me and whisper sweet nothings in my ear.
Okay, well I guess I'm not the target audience for this. Consider me shocked. Anyway, she cautions us on the important choices that we will have to make throughout the game. One wrong move and you could turn her into a nun!
Me? A nun? Ha! I don't think so.
If we make the correct choices though, we might just become her hero. Sweet, always wanted to be a hero. What the hell is this? The game takes the award for the worst opening credits immediately. Like, it doesn't even pretend to warm up. It just swings the door open and hopes your eyeballs have insurance. I have so many questions and not a single one has a normal answer, I guess. Why are we at the races? And what is with the badly photoshopped panda joining in like it's auditioning for Mario Kart? This panda proceeds to slowly make his way into bed with a half-naked man. At least I hope he is, because otherwise this sequence is gonna require therapy that I cannot afford. Also, my ears have never been this disrespected. Ever.
John? I said get up, John. John, if you don't pick up this phone, I'll be in your face in 5 minutes.
His mom called to ask him what he'll be wearing. Does she do this every day for her adult son? Is today a special day? We don't know, but John apparently wants to wear...
My birthday suit.
Huh?
Very funny. I want you to wear that nice tie I bought for you.
Get out of here, that sucks.
What did you say?
Oh, that makes sense, because we already know that plumbers don't wear ties, duh. John's mom is also curious about the fact that her son did not ask Amy out on a date. Who is Amy? Well, I guess it's this lady here, but John doesn't seem to like her for obvious reasons. The obvious reasons I'm seeing is that she wears glasses and a business suit, so clearly she must be a responsible adult with a job. Terrifying. Just kidding, he means her boobs are small. Mom seems to think that this is extremely weird of him and immediately insinuates that her son is
Gay?
as if that's a bad thing. Spoilers, it's not. This is just a very bad script.
Time you got married. You need children. I need grandchildren. I need my only child to bear fruit.
And as if that wasn't enough chaos for one morning, we get another parent calling their fully adult offspring to ask why they're not married yet. Because nothing says good morning like unsolicited life evaluations. In case you forgot, this is Jane. She either quit or lost her job because all the guys kept hitting on her. And her dad asks this.
What? Did you hit him back? You should have hit him back.
Love you. Have a nice day, Daddy-O.
Where do I get my hands on him?
And now that we've met our two protagonists, the game decides it's time to watch a full rundown of their morning routines, set to the tune of stock music so bad, it sounds like a ringtone your phone rejected out of self-respect. This takes ages to finish. We see them taking a shower, picking out clothing, working out, brushing teeth in a moving vehicle, and my personal favorite, plunger air guitar. Cause he's a plumber, get it? Get it? This sequence also includes some very inappropriate for YouTube images, including a picture of Jane's cat. Jane's on her way to a job interview and John's on his way to success, wearing what may be the most baffling tie and t-shirt combo known to humankind. Despite what this game's title says, apparently plumbers do wear ties. It's been about half an hour since I started playing this game and I have not touched my controller, not even by accident. At this point, the interactive part of this interactive game has gone missing. If you haven't already figured out, this game is not an FMV as advertised. It's just a series of still images set to voiceovers. But let's see what happens next, cause this is more awful than I was expecting, so I'm definitely intrigued. John and Jane just happen to park next to each other, and John is immediately taken with Jane. Oh, and by the way, the game decided this joke was a good idea.
What I wouldn't give to do her plumbing.
Dashing. This is where we are introduced to the narrator. This is actually writer and director Michael Anderson. So if you wanted someone to blame for this video, here's your guy.
Nice.
We are then hit with the game's first choice. Where's the controller? The game makes us choose whether John or Jane is the first one to make a move. Here's where I naively thought the choices in this game would actually matter. I mean, come on, I've played enough David Cage to know the drill by now. Choice A leads to emotional chaos, choice B leads to emotional chaos with rain effects. Easy, but oh how wrong I was. Because in choosing Jane to make the first move, the game immediately throws a whirlwind of nonsense at me. Our hero, our leading man, our walking red flag John, thinks that Jane is way too forward and calls her the S word. And then, for the grand finale, announces that he will actually die if she doesn't call him. And then decides to break into her car to wait for her to finish the interview. Honestly, the only thing missing was him finishing it off with "Milady." And then comes the narrator to berate us for making the wrong choice.
I knew I could count on you to screw up the story.
And if being yelled at wasn't enough, the game then launches into this bizarre series of what-if scenarios, where John and Jane are suddenly played by completely different actors. Like the game went, oh, you want consequences? Well, here's community theater instead. These reenactments drag on for so long that I genuinely started to wonder if this was the rest of the game. Just endless alternate timelines, each one more cursed than the last. All because I dared to choose the wrong option. And because I care about your well-being, I've handpicked some of the finest lines. You're welcome, and I'm sorry.
Hey, babe. Looking for some action? Well, I graduated summa cum laude from USC in business. I work for Schleim & Schleim as a broker. I drive a black Beamer, own a condo in Encino, and make over $200,000 a year. Wait a minute. Just 'cause I cook soufflés doesn't mean I can't.
And what?
I hate women like you.
White men can't use knives.
Wasn't that just wonderful? Finally, we can choose again. This time, I went with John making the first move, and John seems delighted. He even makes a little joke.
John and Jane. Cornice. I guess I could change my name to Tarzan.
Oh my god, the Riz is strong in this one. Jane is late for her interview though, and doesn't pay John's advances too much attention.
John made the first move just like you wanted him to, and look what happened. What's a guy to do? It's up to you, sport.
Having to choose again, the options presented to us are concerning to say the least, and further confirmation that John is the human warning label. Since I was committed to riding this train wreck to the end, I went with the stalker option. John then somehow turns up with flowers. Where did he get those? Maybe he keeps flowers in his trunk for just such occasions?
Flowers and leather? This guy's different.
Different as in he might turn you into cock later. That is cock as in C-A-U-L-K. Don't be like John.
Cock.
John then decides it's a good idea to lie about his job, because apparently women don't date plumbers, I guess?
I'm a rep. A representative. I work my own account, rep territory. I got my own office.
Your own office? You must be very successful.
Oh, I do all right. Big clients. Big deals today. Lots of big deals.
The start of a love story only celluloid could deliver, and in this case, pixelated JPEGs. Since meeting Jane is way too important, John decides to call in lovesick to work. Yes, he actually said that.
I can't go to work. This is too important. I'll call in lovesick. Lovesick.
And then decides to wait around for Jane to finish her job interview. Speaking of, get ready for the worst part of the game, the job interview.
Your position was canceled just an hour ago.
Oh my god, then why did you let her come all the way here for a job interview? No matter how much Jane pleads though, there is no job for her. That is, until the game hits us with some very important choices. You'd think that some of these are quite reasonable and would lead to a good outcome, but no, those are the wrong choices.
Take your clothes off, Jane.
Oh, well, what do you know? The game truly is awful.
What kind of perverted monster are you?
This is a frequent occurrence by this point. The game's correct choices are always the worst ones, and it forces you to pick them in order to move the story forward. Then after bullying you into picking the sleazy choices, it turns around and scolds you for it, like it was your idea in the first place. Thankfully, we are given two other choices, either to decline the indecent proposal or go for it. Remember how I said that the game makes you pick the worst option? Well, in this case, it was me. What can I say? My curiosity got the best of me, and I was the one that chose the worst option.
Yes.
And yes, I regret every second of it. Okay, let's watch her reject the proposal, but not before pretending that she's totally gonna accept it. Why would she do that? Beats me. Maybe she wanted to be dramatic, maybe the script is bad, we'll never know. Her refusal though sends the boss man into such cartoon level rage that he starts chasing her out of the building with a letter opener. Upon seeing them fleeing from the building, John springs into action. But this tense moment is then halted by what can only be described as a baffling scene in which the narrator is challenged to a martial arts duel by another narrator who's trying to steal his job. At this point, I've stopped trying to understand. Logic has packed its bags and left the building. From here on out, let us just surrender to the cringe and let it wash over us.
Finally got rid of that obnoxious character.
You may think that this new narrator is here to help us be decent human beings, and you would be wrong. Because the first thing that she does is berate us for the disgusting choices that we've made so far.
Were you raised in a barn? These are the most disgusting series of plot choices I have ever seen.
The game then finally provides me with a choice I can really get behind.
What a gorgeous tie. By the way, my name's Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And they lived happily ever after. The end. Just kidding, you wish. The most baffling part of the entire game is about to begin. John then starts chasing after Jane and bossman Mark through what can only be described as a montage of random, badly framed tourist photos taken somewhere in LA. You can literally see the confused people in the background. And then you also got the other group who actually decided to pose.
You what?
It's less a chase scene and more a community photo album by this point. The chase somehow concludes in what looks like an abandoned house, or probably a location that the developers just wandered into without permission. Hard to say. But finally, John manages to tackle bossman Mark, a true hero. And because this game refuses to let us breathe, bossman Mark immediately offers $5 million for one night with Jane. Ah yes, the classic romance strategy. Chase woman across an entire city, commit multiple felonies, and then offer a large sum of money. He's got this in the bag.
I cannot believe how disgusting this story is. In the name of women throughout the world, I demand this story be stopped right now.
Oh my god, finally a decent person in this. Can't have too much of a good thing, can we?
So much for that liberation front. I'm telling you, I've had it with these uppity women.
God, this game really is a time capsule of everything we collectively decided to throw into the societal dumpster. But sadly, this type of nonsense is making a comeback, and it's really important to see how these types of harmless jokes can dehumanize women and undo basically decades of work for equality. So that's why I'm here, to roast this to a crispy golden perfection. I chose for Jane to reject the money offer, or the power as they call it, in the hopes that maybe, just maybe, this suffering would end soon.
Jane, I love you.
He loves her?
It is a lot of
But
money.
what about us?
Us? Did I miss something? Didn't they just meet?
I don't want you for a night. I want you for a lifetime. I've been searching for you.
Well, that's a Freudian slip if I've ever seen one. Yeah, I really think that this moment is the only redeeming quality of this whole thing. Hearing the cast just dropping character for a bit and laughing along, yeah, which I guess says a lot. But that's only a fleeting moment, because in comes what can only be surmised as a homeless lady that accepts the boss man's offer despite his protests, and they live happily ever after. The end. Just kidding, we have to sit through more dialogue and still images. Uh-oh, we have one more choice. It's either the Hollywood ending or something completely different. I mean, I would love to be playing something completely different right now, so let's see.
John, I'm sorry, but there's something I have to tell you.
Oh god, here it comes. She has some dark secret. Oh my god. What if she has a disease?
It says in sickness and in health, John.
I'm going to become a nun.
Oh yeah, right. Sure, that's a good one.
I mean, this might be the best option here, really. Unfortunately, though, this is the wrong option, so we must select the Hollywood ending. Figures. This is truly what this story needed. I did not add the applause here, by the way. That is the game giving itself a standing ovation.
There's something you have to know.
Yes? What is it, dear?
Well, you see, it's about my work. I'm really a plumber.
John, plumbers don't wear ties.
Oh my god, Jane, it says it over there on the bike. And there we have it, folks. The worst video game ever created still holds its title strong. I've played a lot of bad games in my life, but this one doesn't just take the cake, it takes the entire bakery. Even though I always tried to make these videos entertaining for you guys, I swear the amount of fun to be had with this game is so microscopic that I cannot in good conscience recommend it. Some things in life are just unforgivable, and this game is one of them. If you enjoyed watching me suffer, first of all, rude, but also please give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, consider sticking around by hitting the subscribe button, because I post gaming videos weekly. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next week, maybe check out some other videos. Bye!